Tracy and the Big D here on a Wednesday night. Well, it's just Big D at the moment. I'm catching up with the beautiful Christie Lamb, who's back in our neck of the woods. We're going to have to call her a Queenslander shortly. She's spending so much time up here, and we are loving every minute of it. Of course, Christie is back at our sponsors, the Beerwah Hotel, on Saturday night for Beerwah's Got Country, and at the Palmwoods Hotel for an acoustic duo with Jonathan English on Sunday afternoon, and she joins us now. Christie, thanks for joining us.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Mate, you are dead set becoming a Queenslander, aren't you?
I am. I think so. That's all right with me if it's all right with you guys.
Oh, we love you. We love it when you're up here. And, of course, last time we caught up with you, you were walking away with a massive award from Queensland. Well, from the Country Music Channel. Congratulations on that.
Oh, thank you. That was a nice little surprise. A very short little trip up, just a little day trip. And I'd never been to the award show before, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to check it out. I've been nominated for 2 categories, and I had to pinch myself about that in the first place, that I was even nominated in the top 5 for new talent. And then for female with Amber and Casey and all the big names, I just had to pinch myself. So I was like, I'm definitely going. I'm going to hang out with these people and have a drink and enjoy myself. And I was not expecting it at all. So I had no idea what I was going to say. The first text I get from my parents is, "What did you say?" And I was like, I don't even know, because it was just all in the moment. But it was great.
Did Mum and Dad get the chance of watching the replay of the awards?
They did, yes. They were all over that on Facebook. They knew, straight away. I didn't even have to text them. They were texting me on the awards show, congratulations. And I was like, how do you know? Of course it was Facebook. I should have realised. And then they saw when it was being replayed. So, yes, they were keen to watch it and see if I made a fool of myself in my speech.
Well, the one thing we do know is that you can skip in high heels.
Yes, I learnt that, and I think I blurted that out. That was the first thing I said.
We're speaking with Christie Lamb. She's back on the Sunshine Coast this weekend, so we want to make her very, very welcome. So I was having a look and saying 12 months ago when you were performing at our sponsor, the Beerwah Hotel, you had the number 1 single on the Country Tracks Countdown with All She Wrote. And this time you're sitting there with a number 5, and I also had a look that All She Wrote finished at number 3 for the year on the Country Tracks Countdown for last year. That's not bad for a debut single for the debut album, is it?
No, it's pretty damn good, I must say. But it's so strange. It's been a whole year, pretty much exactly to the date, actually, pretty much a whole year, and a lot can change in a year, I've realised. It's just starting out with the album, and now it's kind of getting towards the end of the album. We're up to the 4th single now. We might have one more after this, and then, we're starting writing for the next one. So it's always go, 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 but it's nice to reflect back and see what you've done, and then, because, you get lost in it, the day-to-day, and, okay, what am I doing today? And you're always thinking about the next thing, and you kind of forget everything you've done. So it's nice to go back and see those things there. When
you look back at it and you say, well, it's 12 months on since the single went to number 1, the album's been out there for a while, what would you have considered a pass mark for the album? A couple of top 10 singles, or was the driving ambition to get a couple of number 1 singles?
I mean, that's always nice. I mean, you've always got to, I say you always aim big, because if you don't aim big, you'll just stay with what you're happy with and what you've already achieved, kind of thing. But you've always got to go the next step. Like with the EP, we did pretty well with the EP, but we never did get the number 1. So I think we had a number 3 was the highest for Mr. Wrong. So it was, number 1 was definitely a goal, but to have that a couple of times now with Wish You Were a Cowboy was in the charts for ages, and that was over half a year in the
28 weeks, I think. Yeah, incredible.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. So I was not expecting that at all. I was hoping for a number 1, and even if it was just for 1 week. But to have it for multiple weeks and be in the charts so long is just an absolute blessing. So thank you to everyone who's played it and loved the song.
Everyone who's heading along this weekend, they know what to expect from Christie Lamb. High energy show, plenty of great songs, plenty of original music too. They get out there. When do you have songs that are that people really request more than others from the album?
It seems to be the main singles are the ones people know, because they either see it on CMC, so they only get the singles with the video clips, or they hear those on radio more than the others. So you do get a few more than the others. We get Yeah, Manhunt, Wish You Were a Cowboy and All She Wrote the most, I would say.
So we're certainly looking forward to it. So it's this Saturday night, folks. You can catch up with Christie Lamb, as I mentioned again, our sponsor, the Biwa Hotel, great supporters of live music. And from 8 o'clock, got the full band there, and then, of course, the more relaxed duo sessions on Sunday at Harmwoods. Christie, what's the difference for you from doing... you do a lot of performances around solos, duos, the whole bit. What's the big thing about doing a band gig?
For me, I always find there's certain songs that you just try and do a solo or duo, but it just doesn't put across the same way. Like I would say one of the big obvious ones for me is Manhunt. It's so high energy and rock, I guess, in a way that two guitars doing it just doesn't have the impact without the big toms and drums in the background and the bass giving it that rich rock feel and things like that. So I always loved the band, and I think the album is really, really suited towards being with a band and being live and bouncing off each other and that kind of thing. So that's the big difference. Obviously, some songs, again, work better in an acoustic setting than a band setting. Like one of my favourite songs to do acoustic is Sugarland Stay, and that literally is just one guitar and her voice, and that song's all about the emotion and the voice, so it's a perfect setting for that. So it's always fun. You always get to change it up, and you won't get the same show at both.
Well, there you go, folks. There's a great excuse to get along and see both shows this weekend. Christie Lamb back on the sunny coast, and we must, while we've got you, mention that Main Stage Arena at Urban Country a couple of weeks later.
Yeah, I'll be back up again. I swear I'm going to be clopping up those K's on the car. But it's great fun. I always love driving up and the experience of it and stopping in at little towns on the way and the people you meet and all that kind of stuff. It just adds to the whole festival atmosphere. So, and festivals, I mean, they're just the ultimate for us as artists to get out, and we get to actually see other artists as well and catch up and meet the fans, and I think we've got some meet and greets before we get to sing at Urban as well, and the signing after. So that's great that we get those two opportunities as well. So I'm really looking forward to that.
And we're looking forward to this weekend. We're going out now with Love Me Tonight. It's steady at number 5 again this week on the Country Tracks Countdown charts, and we look forward to catching up with Christie Lamb this Saturday and Sunday right here on the sunny coast. Here she is, Christie Lamb, and Love Me Tonight.